and my brother-in-law just trying to make a better view.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flay High Field for tonight's TVL Large matchup between the visiting Hillers of Hopkinton and your Westwood Wolverines. To kick off tonight's coverage, we're going to start off with the starting lineup, starting with the visiting Hopkinton Hillers. Number 24, Alex Clark. Number 17, Fotini Gransos. Number 16, Eniga Kalkarni. Number 18, Ashley McMahon. Number 6, Laura Mosher. Number 9, Marin O'Connor. Number 13, Emma Prisco. Number 10, Maddie Recupero.
This is one of my other brothers.
All right.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm Ed.
Number 99, Taylor Scaff.
Oh, she's starting.
Number 17, Nicole Tedstone. And number 11, Nina Zuganatos. And now for your Westwood Wolverines. Number 11, Mackenzie Kaiser. Number 6, Audrey Lake. Number 19, welcome back, Izzy Hansen. Number 10, Olivia Mason. Number 12, Olivia Shea. Number 14, Lindsay Bannister. Number 23, Sophia Bertone. Number 15, Erin Gannon. And for your captains, number 24, Harper Morrison. Number 8, Hannah Calawa. And number 9, Caitlin Ferreira. We ask if you are able to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
Thank you, and go Wolverines.
Yeah, we won this game last time 4-0, I think. I don't know what their record is. I forgot what it is. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to a TVL Large matchup. We are live. Evan Cardomino, Morgan Donahue, here for TVL Large coverage between the visiting Hopkinton Hillers and your Westwood Wolverines. And Evan, super excited to be here. We had a great, exciting game on Tuesday night. I'm expecting nothing different tonight.
This is going to be a great matchup. This is a matchup that Westwood's had circled on their calendars for a few months now, since episode 3 of the Wolverine Report, where we talked to captains Hannah Kallawa, Caitlin Ferreira, and Harper Morrison. They mentioned this was a game that they really had a focus on from last year. Hopkinton's a great team, number 4 in the state currently as of Tuesday from the MIAA. So this should be a great matchup ahead.
Westwood looking to do something that no TVL team, or in fact no team, has done to Hopkinton this year is beat them. Hopkinton coming off of a tie versus Holliston earlier in the week, had a couple minutes with the head coach of Hopkinton earlier, and it was a game that they thought kind of got away, game that they were disappointed with. But it's any given day in this league, any given day in this division when it comes to soccer, there is no free win, and Westwood's certainly going to give everything they got to get a big win here on home turf, and also with the playoffs right on the doorstep.
Absolutely, and it should be worth noting that this past weekend, Westwood went up against the number 3 team in Division I for the MIAA in Needham. Lost 1-0, but put up a great matchup against the top team in the league. I'm excited to see what they can do here tonight.
Folks, it's not about how you start your season, it's about how you finish. There's been plenty of teams that have started off kind of finding their game, and when they find their game towards the end of the season going into the playoffs, there's been a lot of championships that are won. I think right off the bat, Boston Latin Hockey last year, they were not the most talented team in Division II, but they were the most complete team in Division II. When it came to finding a way to get hot, they stayed hot, ultimately beating a very talented Tewksbury team in the state championship. And any team can do that, and Westwood is certainly capable of that. Westwood 8-6-2 after their last win on Tuesday versus Dedham. Versus Norwood. Apologies, there was Norwood win versus Norwood on the road. So the Wolverines in their pink jerseys, Hopkinton in the white. Westwood going right to left across your screen. We have our live crew here today. Maeve Curtin, as well as Michael McGrail working. Evan Cardomino on camera and microphone, the very talented man, and doing both things at once.
And I'll give a quick shout out to Michael here. Tuesday I started the show and we swapped off. This is all his show right now.
Absolutely, done a terrific job. It is not an easy job to work the switch. It's not only just, basically you're trying to land an airplane for 2 hours and trying to work all the gadgets all at once. There's a lot of gadgets that make live special when it comes to the footage, the cameras, the sound, also the promos, the cuts, the breaks. That's all I know, and I'm a novice, Evan. I'd imagine there's probably 50 other things that go into that roles and responsibility of working the switch.
Absolutely, and that's what we're trying to teach our students here and help get them the experience so that when they go on to bigger and brighter jobs, they have that experience going into it and knowing the 50 to 100 plus more aspects of any broadcast that they're going to run into at the likes of the collegiate and professional levels of sports.
Oh, great play there by Morrison, able to knock that ball out of bounds. One of the best defenders in the TVL. Folks, keep an eye on number 10 for Hopkinton, very talented player, Maddie Recupero. In the 14 games she's played this year, she has 22 goals, 9 assists. She is a scoring machine, just an incredible talent here on the TVL.
And someone to keep an eye on for Westwood tonight, Izzy Hansen returning.
That's right, she's
for
back.
The first game after, I believe, a few weeks. I don't remember the last time we've seen Izzy Hansen.
It's been a while. I had a gaffe, I think, in the one of the games in early October because I announced her in the starting lineup when she was not she was not playing. So she has been out for, I think, at least a month. But great to see her back. Brings a big boost. The girls were jacked up for her on the sideline when her name was announced in the starting lineup. And just a great finisher when it comes to scoring goals. She always finds a way to get in the back of the net. Rarely misses the net. You know, when she sees opening, she finds it and she executes. Well, Hopkinton working it on the far sideline. They're going to try and send it. They do. We got a Hopkinton player chasing that down. Number 12, Aubrey Thomas. And kicked out of bounds by what? Oh, no, yep, it was kicked out of bounds. Thrown in by Hopkinton. They're going to work far sideline. Maddie Recupero. Got 2 Westwood players on her. Westwood doing a good job shading her. They certainly know her talent level. Looks like we have 2 players either on her or around her at all times, making sure that her talents are negated. So a ball out of bounds, going to get a goal kick for the Wolverines. So we got Bertone in net for the Wolverines. I'd imagine she's got to be related to Jonathan Bertone, starting catcher for your Wolverine baseball team. Hopkinton looking to settle it. And they're looking to find the middle of the field. Hopkinton player able to collect it and make a couple moves. And Westwood able to jump on that one for a quick minute. Back on Hopkinton's foot, on Recupero. Going to send it back. Number 11, Zuganatos. Zuganatos going to send it down the far side. Morrison's going to jump on top of it. Just going to send it up to Hansen. Hansen looking for a quick chip pass. Ball deflected awkwardly onto Hopkinton's foot. Nice move there by number 11. Going to look to take a shot and a save by Bertone. So that was a shot there by 11, Nina Zuganatos. So the Wolverine D getting active early, which is as expected. You're playing the 4th best team in the state. You're going to see a lot of offense, you know, and a lot of shots. I looked at the stats that that Hopkinton had in terms of shots. So Maddie Recupero, she's got 22 goals, 9 assists. She had 48 shots on the season. That's a lot of shots. And then you got Marion O'Connor, 26 shots. Nina Zuganatos, 37 shots in the year. They are not afraid to shoot the ball, which has resulted in a lot of goals this season.
Well, it's all about creating opportunities, too. We talked about it recently in the Tuesday night boys soccer game. Getting the opportunities, whether it's corners or whether creating offensive opportunities, is crucial for winning these games. These are low-scoring games. We see a lot of 1-0 scores, a lot of 2-1 scores. And having more opportunities is what's going to win you these types of games.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? We said it the other night, Evan. Good things happen when you put the ball on net. Trevor Ferreira put it on net, scored a big goal to break the tie for the Wolverines to walk away with a 1-0 win over Norwood.
Welcome back, Frank.
The ball was kicked out of bounds. Going to be a throw for Hopkinton. Emma Prisco with the throw. I sent it to Recupero. Recupero right there, number 10. She's the one with all the goals. She's looking inside, finds a body. Not offside, but Westwood able to get back into the play to defend it. That was a good look there for Hopkinton. That was on the foot of, looks like, Anagani Kalkarni. So it was a good move and a great pass from Recupero for that look, and Westwood did a great job. They weren't initially there. It looked like it might have been potential offside. Ref said play on, and Westwood able to get back in that play to defend it nicely. So Westwood looking to get the ball into Hopkinton's defensive area. Hopkinton jumping on top of it, and they're looking to break it out. They do such a good job, you can see early on, of passing and just moving the ball. These players know that when their teammate has the ball, they anticipate it so well to find these open pockets for clean passes. You know, these passes aren't really being sent when there's another player on them. You know, they're anticipating and finding players with space and time. Kaiser battling for it on the far side. Out of bounds, going to be Hopkinton ball. Hanakawa. He's going to kick it down the far side. Hopkinton looking to volley it back. Ferreira is going to send it down to Gannon. And Hansen looking to battle on it. Hopkinton able to close that opportunity pretty quickly. They got some aggressive D, and it looked like that was Recupero who was playing back there to help out with that play. Hansen, I was looking for Gannon there. Give and go.
Good play.
Ball still being battled for.
Good job, Lord.
Olivia Shea comes away with it. Olivia Shea's got it on the near side. She's going to stop and wait for some teammates. Jump in the play, finds Hansen. Hansen's going to send it back. Ferreira jumping in. Ball working backwards. Nice head there by Morrison. Going to send it down the sideline out of bounds. So it's a great play there. It's a header by Hansen. Over to Audrey Lake. So Audrey Lake playing the left side of the defense tonight for the Wolverines. Morrison jumping up on the play. Great job. Breaks up that pass. Wolverines looking to go the other way. But out of bounds.
And Morgan, what's great about this here is this is giving your defense a rest if you're Westwood.
Yes.
They now have a chance. This is going to be a game where you're going to see a lot of time
See a
spent
lot of
down
that.
in the zone.
Passes into open field. No offsides. Looking for a shot on net. What a save by Bertone, but the rebound kicked in for the goal. That was an initial save on Kulkarni, and then scored on the rebound. I believe it was number 8. I think it was number 8. You can double check on that. Nope. Get a confirmation. I think it was number 9. So it was Marin O'Connor on the rebound from the shot by Kilcarney.
And what a great job by O'Connor to be there, you know, having your teammates there. If O'Connor isn't there in time, that might be a incredible save for Westwood. But having that ball knowledge to be down there, ready for your teammate to get the rebound.
Yeah, Evan, in hockey, we tell, you know, people who are coming off the side, you know, towards the net were an opportunity. Shoot low to the left, because what that's going to do is if you have a player on the far side streaking to the net, that's a wide open rebound on their stick with a wide open net. So you want to have people go to where that ball's going to be. Rebounds are there. Take full advantage of these rebounds. That was, got to give credit though, Bertone too. What an amazing save on that initial kick. She got a hand on that, which was a heck of a kick by Kilcarney. Recupero making some nice moves in traffic. He's going to send it backwards. Some nice moves there by Zuganatos. Back to Recupero. Zuganatos. He's going to look near side to Gronsos. Gronsos going to send it back to the middle to Recupero. Oh, behind the back pass by Recupero for a shot there by Zuganatos. That was pretty impressive. Just the wherewithal to, it certainly looked like a set play, even with the impressiveness of that behind the back, but they knew what they were doing there. It was a set play, time play, but good save there by Bertone. With the lights on here at Flay Hive, nothing better than these fall night games. Starting off the games with the sun still out and then watching the sun set in the backdrop. A lot of colors. It's beautiful awning with the fall foliage as well. Shea able to get through the first line. Now she's looking to work it up to Hansen. Hansen look at the shot, and she shoots and saved by the goalkeeper for Hopkinton. So a nice save there. That was number 99, the goalkeeper for Hopkinton, Taylor Scaff. So a great look, great pass there. So Olivia Shea finding Hansen. Hansen with a nice shot on net. Good save by Scaff. Hopkinton looking to work it back into Westwood territory. Ferreira chasing it down. She's going to get a piece of it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the goal line. So it's going to be a corner kick for Hopkinton.
Good start for Westwood to bounce back here, get a pressure after letting up the goal against Hopkinton.
Yeah.
Great way to bounce back, and let's see if we can capitalize here on saving a corner.
Absolutely. So this is a big part of the playoffs is you're going to have to defend some corners. So some good practice here for the Wolverines, and no better team to practice against than the high-powering offense of the Hopkinton Hillers. 11 is going to take the kick for Hopkinton. And it's a good kick, finds its way into the box. Westwood able to get it and kick it out. So that was Zuganatos on the corner. Back to Recupero. She loves those back passes, and I feel like every time she does it, it's to number 11, Zuganatos. Really good connection between those two. Shea looking up the far side. Looks like Bannister. Bannister trying to work it into Gannon. Gannon trying to fight for it. Hopkinton player is able to jump on that. They're going to say a corner kick. So a corner kick for the Wolverines. And this is a great opportunity for the Wolverines. We've seen a few corner kick goals by a good Izzy Hansen kick and a header typically by Kalawa. Kalawa, terrific. She's able to get up much higher than any other player on Westwood, where such an advantage. She goes up and gets it, and we've seen, I saw her do it versus Holliston on the road last year. We saw her do it versus Ashland early this season. Westwood looking to time the kick. Gets in the box and deflected out of bounds. So good look there. Let's see which Westwood player was able to get a foot on that. Looks like it might have been Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser got a foot on it, but didn't have the angle. It's going to be a goal kick for Hopkinton. So nearly 15 minutes into this game so far. Hopkinton up 1-0 on the Wolverines. Both teams playing great. Great offensive looks, but also some solid defense. See some great saves by both goaltenders, and also both defense doing a great job of just closing down that space. Hopkinton really trying to take advantage of their athleticism, throwing that ball into open space for some breakaway type looks. We haven't seen an offside call yet, so they time it well. It's something that it's an art, to time it well, where you trust your speed when that ball is kicked, that you're onside, knowing that your speed, you're gonna get out there into open space and be able to run with that ball with no one on you. So Wolverines, another looking to go the other way. So Wen over to Gannon. Oh, no, it was Unger to Shea. Shea looking back inside, finds Kaiser, goes off her foot, then back on Kaiser's foot. A couple of ricochets in between. On the far side, Bannister was chasing that down, kicked out of play or out of the area by Hopkinton. Hopkinton looking to get their breakout and get it into the Westwood territory. Nice physical play there by Shea, able to get the ball back on Westwood's foot. Chip it into open space. No one there to play it on Westwood, and kicked out of bounds by Hopkinton. So this is good. I mean, these are plays you're seeing kind of Hopkinton, forced to, I wouldn't call them panic plays, but certainly uncomfortable seeing this ball progress deeper into their defensive area.
It's definitely putting pressure on them, and this is a team that really, truthfully, probably isn't as used to that as other teams. This is a team that's very great offensively, very great on the attack.
Yeah.
So to have Westwood getting pressure is a good sign here.
Absolutely. When I watched the early game this year in Hopkinton, Tom Nappy on the call does a great job as always. Shout out Tom, doing a terrific thing with the TVL Sportsnet as well. He mentioned that Westwood kind of gave them that first competitive test. Hopkinton ultimately won 4-0, but they challenged Hopkinton. Hopkinton had to make some adjustments out there. The defense had to. It wasn't a game where the defense had the night off. They had to work all game to keep Westwood's attack at bay. And you get the likes of Gannon, who's probably the freshman or the rookie of the year for the TVL, in my opinion. She's got, I think, upwards of 15, 16 goals as a freshman. remarkable. And then you got Hansen, who had 20 points last year, 15 goals as a sophomore, and she had a bunch of goals early in this year. That's a really talented offensive scoring attack you have for the Wolverines. And then the other players built around it, the complementary players, Kaiser, Wen, Olivia Mason, Olivia Shea. A lot of talent for the Wolverines.
And this is definitely a game that the Wolverines have been focused on. We had the opportunity to speak to the captains, like we mentioned earlier, and I think all of these girls know what this game means. I mean, I think all of the opponents in the TVL really look at Hopkinton as the best of the best when it comes to girls soccer. And they've had this circled from, I believe, July or August. They know what this means. This is a very good test of their competitive nature. And so far, we're seeing them fight.
Yeah. And I forgot to add Calloway to that. Calloway, one of the top offensive players on the team and in the league as well. Going to be playing next year at Gettysburg. Just terrific talent and big-time goal scorer for the Wolverines. And they're going to send another one into space, and Bertone comes out to get it. So good anticipation by Bertone, seeing that opportunity unfold. We've seen a few of those. I mean, Hopkinton's doing a good job of just sending that out there, and they're staying onside and getting really quality looks on Westwood. Ball deflected there by Shea. It ends up on the foot of Gannon. Gannon looking to make a move. She makes a move outside, has some space, looking to center it. Oh, and just misses Natalie Unger on the far side. What a good look. It all started from a nice move she made to create some space on the outside. And Westwood certainly putting, a little scare into the Hopkinton defense. They're testing them out. Hopkinton looking to work the breakout. Kaiser with the interception. Makes a couple nice moves. Going to send it to Gannon. Gannon going to work it back to Kaiser. Watch this, folks. Kaiser's got a boot. Oh, just wide. I could just see that if she had any space, she was going to kick it, and she's someone who can pick a corner. She hit I think in the Ashland game, she hit the crossbar from like 30 yards out. She can certainly do it. And you know what? You got to test these goaltenders out. Test their athleticism. If they can go up and get it at the crossbar, that's a heck of an athlete. So getting those shots, getting some of those high shots, and seeing if you can get one in there, it's a way you can get a nice goal from the outside every now and then. Hopkinton looking to work the breakout again. It's going to be sent up. The ball crosses the 50. Ferreira going to chase it down. She's going to kick it towards the near side. Lake was trying to keep it in. It goes out of bounds. So Hopkinton ball right around the 20. It's going to be thrown in by number 13, Emma Prisco. A couple one-touch passes. Tremendous passers. Recupero. Traffic looking to get a shot. She had 3 players on her. Didn't matter. She made a couple quick moves, some change of pace moves, going left, going right, shot left.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, Recupero, 22 goals, 9 assists, I believe, in 14 games.
Yeah.
She can shoot from just about anywhere, and she's definitely a player that the Westwood defense is going to have to keep an eye on all game.
Head coach Seth Lukash said before the game, she is probably the best player he's ever seen. So high praise from the Westwood coach on Maddie Recupero. Wolverines looking to break it out. They're going to send it back. Kick by Ferreira down the far sideline. Going to go out of bounds right on the 50. Hopkinton's going to have the throw. A couple substitution made by Hopkinton. And Westwood looking to work it across the 50. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball still in bounds on the far side. Kicked downfield by Westwood. Looking to chase after it is Unger. Going to send it back to the goalkeeper. She's going to send it near side. Lake, nice play, able to settle it and move that ball vertical. And Hopkinton looking to send it up top. And folks, we got Recupero coming out, and great job by Bertone. That is probably the most talented player in all of girls soccer closing in, and Bertone was able to go out and get her hands on that ball and take away that opportunity. But another opportunity of these Hopkinton Hiller players in open space for an offensive look. So I want to give a shout out to all the viewers watching, the millions of viewers watching at home. You are watching some terrific TVL large soccer here at Flayhive Field. We got Maeve Curtin on camera, Michael McGrail on the switches, Evan Cardamino on camera as well as microphone, and Morgan Donahue here on microphone as well.
We also have Marie down on the sidelines somewhere.
Marie Fiscaldo on the sidelines. An amazing talent at Westwood Media Center. She does a lot of things, and she does a lot of things well when it comes to the pictures, the reels, videos, social media posts, logos, promotion. It's an amazing, amazing talent at Westwood Media Center. And most importantly, awesome person. Just an awesome, awesome person.
Absolutely.
Ferreira going to send that into the middle of the field. Wolverines looking to battle over for the possession and ends up on Kaiser's foot. Kaiser going to send it far side. Finds Kalawa, and Kalawa is going to work it downfield. Kalawa looking inside. Hits a Hiller player, but kept in bounds by a Westwood player. It looked like Bannister on the far side. Bannister trying to keep it in bounds with the Hopkinton player right on her. Was she able to get a piece of that and go for a corner? It looks like yes. What a play by Bannister. Heads up play, able to get that, kick that off with a Hiller player to go out of bounds for a corner. So let's take advantage of it here, folks. Get a corner. Maybe Kalawa jumping up like Holmesy in volleyball at the net, and we'll get a head on that for a goal. So I'm not sure who's taking the kick. I think it's still Hansen. It's a good kick. Oh, and the goaltender able to get her hands on that. Great play. Great play by the Hopkinton goalkeeper. Hiller's looking to work it the other way. Taylor Scaff, busy early in this game, a goalkeeper for the Hillers. That's going to work its way towards the out-of-bounds line. It looks like going to be another corner. So heads-up play by Gannon. She was defending that ball as it was progressing its way after contact by a Hiller player through the goal line.
And Westwood's really taking advantage of creating those corner opportunities that we've seen play out as one of those most crucial types of plays you can see here.
So it's Lake who's taking the corner kick for the Wolverines. So Audrey Lake, number 6, one of the defenders. She's got a great boot. She kicked a perfect one on the last one. The Wolverines looking to time this. They're coming from the outside. Ball in the box. Shot by Shea. Another shot. Gets through. She scores! Olivia Shea. Deflection on the first one. Gets a second opportunity by. And the Wolverines tie it up 1-1 here at Flayhive. Big opportunity. It all started from Erin Gannon allowing that ball and defending that ball to go out of bounds, knowing it went off of a Hiller player. They get the corner kick, a great kick by Lake, ends up ricocheting on Shea's foot. First one deflected. Shea right back up again, gets the kick in, gets it through. The goalkeeper, Scaff, got a piece of it, but ends up trickling the back of the net for the goal. Tied up here at Flayhive Field, 1-1. Huge goal. And they are fired up. You can hear them. This game is more than just any game for the Wolverines. As Evan mentioned, Wolverine Report, Episode 3, we had the captains on, and they talked about Hopkinton and, you know, wanting to beat them and beat them for the TVL title. Obviously, TVL title is already won by Hopkinton, but to be able to beat this team that for the last 4 years you haven't had a chance to beat. And you know what? They've been dominating everyone. They haven't lost a game all year. So You know, the Wolverines, this is a game that's been on their mind since August when we talked to the senior captains. Kaiser with a nice play, able to get the turnover. She's going to look to center it. Holds on to it, makes a nice move. She's protecting it. Back to Lake. Lake makes a nice move on the sideline, trying to keep it in. Just goes out.
You know, one other thing that this also, I think, shows, too, is the growth from early season to now. Westwood, yeah, they had that 4-0 loss early in the season. They could, you know, easily say, okay, come in this game and say, we're not winning this no matter what. But instead, they're going to fight no matter what, keep that going, and now it's 1-1 here with 12 minutes left in the quarter.
Absolutely. I mean, it starts with getting that first one. You know, when they played Hopkinton, and I apologize, sometimes I say Holliston for Hopkinton. They are so similar with the H's to me. But when they played Hopkinton on the road earlier this year, they lost 4-0. They had their chances, but to put one in, that's big. Get the momentum going. Keep it tied. You know, it's not often that, you know, Hopkinton's tied with a TVL team. You know, they usually get a quick lead early and they don't look back, and before you know it, it's a 7-0 game. It's an 8-1 game. When you look at some of the scores that they've had, there's a lot of games that have been won by, you know, 5 or more goals. Ball gets ricocheted, ends up in Bertone's hands. Sophia Bertone. She's going to kick it herself. A good kick. Going to work the far side. Gannon looking to jump in on that one. Quickly played by the Hopkinton defender. It was Laura Mosher. She's been great all night so far for Hopkinton. Very aggressive, smart defender for the Hillers. Shea battling, and Shea with the turnover. And Shea working downhill. She's going to send it in open space. She's going to force the defenders to jump on it, and picked off by the goalkeeper, Scaff. Definitely some unease that Westwood's brought to the Hillers defense. Westwood's been getting some great turnovers right around the 50, able to work it back the other way and just use their athleticism to turn into some good breaks. Morrison battling for it on the far sideline. A terrific play by her. She initially did not have a step. She closed the gap very quickly and able to keep that ball on the outside. It's going to be a corner for Hopkinton, but so well defended. We've been seeing it all year. Speed, anticipation by Morrison is unmatched by any defender in the TVL. Corner, and Bertone's going to get her hands on it. Nice job by Bertone. That corner was kicked by Zuganatos. It was a good one. Bertone able to come out and make the play. Ball on the far side. Hopkinton going to send it back. Looking for an open player to advance that ball, but Westwood all over it. Westwood closing in on these windows for the open players. They've made some great adjustments. Early on, Hopkinton was able to move the ball effectively, but the Wolverines have really diminished that in the last 15, 20 minutes or so. And we're inside 10 minutes now, folks, here in the first half. Knotted at 1. Hopkinton 1, Westwood 1. Kicked by Morrison, looking to get it in the box. Chipped by Kaiser, chased down by Gannon. But Scaff able to get her hands on it. A smart look there by the Wolverines. Kaiser able to one-touch it. And Gannon was chasing it down, looking for a quick shot on net. Scaff, good anticipation to come out and get it. Hopkinton, going to look to work it inside. No one there, being chased down by Olivia Mason. Great play by Olivia Mason, able to get on top of that ball and kick it out of bounds, allow Westwood's defense to get back into the play and set up their wall. Yeah, keep an eye on the Hillers. They will shoot from the outside. They pick a bunch of corners too. Not only will they use their athleticism and speed on sending it into open space, but they will kick from the outside, and they find those corners. Hopkinton looking to continue to advance it deeper into Westwood territory. Westwood doing a good job holding it heels on the 45-yard line. Hopkinton looking upfield. Ball deflects off Westwood player towards the corner, being chased down. It was kept in. Looks like Ferrer able to kick it out. Ends up on the 20. Hopkinton looking to make a couple moves. Recupero. So dangerous. Doesn't matter if she's in space or has no space. She finds a way to create it. The ball deflected by Westwood out of bounds on the goal line. Going to be another corner opportunity for the Hillers. Looks like Zuganatos is going to take the corner. She's taken the last few. Wolverines have been doing a good job. Wolverines so far on their corner defense, they've been manning up nicely and allowing Bertone to come out and get her hands on it and be able to clear. They're going to try something different here with a pass. Looking to make a couple moves is Recupero. Well defended. Olivia Mason all over that. Back to Zuganatos. Mason gets a foot on it. Keeping it difficult on the Hopkinton offensive players to work that ball inward. They're going to try and chip it from the outside. Headed towards the net. It's going to go out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick. So great defense for the Wolverines. Very manageable, looks where these shots that Westwood's forcing are from the outside. Very capable saves for Bertone. She saw that one was working its way out. Let it go out to get the free goal kick here. It looks like she's going to take the kick. So Bertone going to take the kick. She sends it towards Kalawa. Ends up on Hansen's foot. Back to Kalawa. Ricochets off of Kaiser's foot and on the foot of the Hillers. Back and forth possessions go. And Recupero looking to make a move. Makes a nice move, but jumps on that is Mason. Mason able to take away that angle. Great job, Olivia Mason. And Recupero turns around with a shot, saved by Bertone. The Wolverines able to jump on the rebound. Bertone made the initial save. And Evan, did that get a piece of the post as well?
I believe so. I believe we got the right side post.
Yeah. But well positioned with the Westwood defenders to be right there on the rebound off that post, off the ricochet to get their foot on it. Ball goes out of bounds, going to be a goal kick. Bertone's going to pass it to Morrison. Morrison's going to kick it up the near side. Chipped up by Gannon. Gannon to Lake. Lake's going to send it, and Hansen going to chase it down. Hansen gets the ball deflected, and then ball ends up back on the Hillers' foot. Westwood still battling for the 50-50 balls. Gannon chips it up. Hansen trying to chase it down. Got a couple Hiller players on her. The ball looks like it stays inbounds. It stayed inbounds on the far side, and Hopkinton was able to get that possession, but volleyed back to Westwood, and Westwood kicks it upfield. Westwood ball on the throw. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Very entertaining first half. Both teams knotted at one. Tonight's live coverage, Westwood Media Center live coverage of Westwood girls soccer. Kick from Westwood, looking on the center attempt, and saved by Scaff. That was off of the foot of Gannon. What a look for the Wolverines. Forced a big save by Taylor Scaff, who's been terrific all night, but we're going to get a corner.
Gannon had an excellent angle on that shot.
Oh, it was a great look, yeah.
The goalkeeper, Scaff,
yep.
Great save once again.
So a corner here. I think Hansen's going to take this one, and it's a good look. Oh, off the top of the net. Oh, that was a great look. It had the height. It was, really and you know, looked like it was going to land in the box area, ends up hitting the top of the net and goes out of bounds. But great look, and what an opportunity for Gannon just before that. I think it was a pass from Bannister on the outside. Gannon well positioned. She held her ground, and Hopkinton looking to go the other way. They're going to send it open space on the far side. Wolverines looking to close the window down. It's going to be centered. Oh, and well defended. What is that? There's a whistle on the field trying to figure out what it is. A goal kick. So I don't know what happened. If it must have been offside or.
I think it was just out of bounds when it hit. I think it might have hit that side of the post and then got deflected.
For a second, I thought the ref signaled hand. So I thought it was a hand on Westwood. I go, uh-oh. But no, it's ends up being a goal kick or a kick in where the goal kick area is. And Westwood looking to advance it. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first half.
And now that we're getting close to stoppage times, now is the time where either team here can capitalize on some late round mistakes. Finding a play on the other side of the field could mean the difference between 2-1 lead or a 1-1 tie heading into the half.
We've been saying it for a while, Evan. The worst goal to give up is a goal in the last couple minutes. You have to think about it all half. In hockey, you got to think about it all period, and it's very stale. There's nothing you can do but think, you know, for a time when you give up one of those, and vice versa. It's a big swing if you're the team that scores that. To have that confidence and that, that boost is huge. And this is a game of emotion. You know, sports are an emotional game, and if you have the mental boost from, you know, a big goal, big plays, it can be such a positive, and vice versa. It can be so deflating when that happens against you. So both teams trying to avoid giving up the goal and trying to obviously get the positive of scoring the goal. Hopkinton working it up. A little give and go. We're trying to get it back to Recupero. Well defended there by Morrison. Trying it again. They're going to look up the middle. And they're looking to send it far side. That was Zuganatos. Able to keep it in bounds is the Hillers. Makes a nice move. But Wolverine defense able to get back in the play and force that ball to the outside. Hiller player looking to work it inside. Well played there by Ferreira. Able to take away that space and kick that ball outside. We're inside 2 minutes now. So the clock has stopped. We're now on the ref's whistle. 2 minutes guaranteed in the half. And then anything after that is up to the ref's discretion. Kaiser. Ball back on the Hiller's foot. Recupero was looking for a player inside and well defended by Kalawa. Hiller's going to look to send it up. Morrison all over that. They're going to try again on the near side. Lake all over that. They're going to try and just chip one to the middle. Olivia Mason able to get in front of that one. Bicycle kick attempt there. Wolverines jumping all over it. Lake's then going to kick it out of the zone and work it into Hopkinton's defensive zone, being chased down by Hansen. Hiller's going to send it again into Westwood territory. Calloway with the initial header. Ball settled on the field, and then Hopkinton looking far side. Oh, and takes a aggressive bounce off the Hopkinton player was trying to settle it while running. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for the Wolverines. And that whistle, that is going to be the end of the first half. A very, very entertaining first half here at Flay Hive. Westwood won, the Hillers won, goal by Olivia Shea to tie it up. And very excited to see what comes for the second half. But we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back in a little bit.
There's magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces. These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Folks, we are back. Evan Cardamino, Morgan Donahue. Evan, what were your thoughts of the first half? Very exciting first half.
Big defensive game, but a very exciting defensive game at that.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be a battle of the goalkeepers. It's going to be a battle of defense, but this is also a midfield battle.
Yes.
Really, truthfully, you're seeing a lot of action on the wing, on the ends of the field when you have a fast break.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, we're in the middle of the field, and
Yes.
it's a battle between the midfielders here. They're the ones who are really controlling this game and giving the attackers and defenders the opportunities to play out their roles.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like a lot of those corners, they start in the midfield. They're forcing a good look for either team on offense, and it's either forcing the defender to have to make that, kick out of bounds on either a corner, or it goes off a defensive player. It's tracking towards, going out, and the offensive player defends it to allow it to go for a corner. But these corners have been, they're big plays in the games. Westwood got their goal off a corner. Livia Shea, it was great persistence. The first one got deflected, kicked the second one, got its way through for the goal and the tying goal.
This is also going to be a battle of who's there on offense set up ready to go. Both goals we saw from Westwood and Hopkinton were off of reflected saves by each goalkeeper.
Yes.
The goalkeepers are doing a tremendous job, but once you've saved one and it's gone the wrong way, whether it's bounced the wrong way, that's a really difficult play to make and for any goalkeeper, regardless of team. So having your offense set up down there is also key to whoever's going to get the next goal in this game.
It's an interesting position the Hillers are in. Like I said, when you look at the scores of the games they've played, they're typically up 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 3-1 at the half. So to be tied at the half in the TVL, a TVL that they've been undefeated in all year, interesting to know what their psyche is right now. Westwood's probably feeling on top of the world. They feel great. They played a great half of soccer here, and they got to be excited to go out and try and score that next one. You walk away with a win versus the fourth best team in the state. That's an unbelievable memory that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
It's definitely something that Westwood has to have on their mind entering the second half here at Flayhive Field. One thing I will say about Westwood is, and I'll call this the Route 1 mentality. Between Westwood, Norwood, you see it with Walpole when we face them for non-league opponents. Teams a lot in this area, they want it, and they're not giving up at any point here. Westwood's the same mentality, and that's an important mentality to have. Hopkinton is the cream of the crop when it comes to the TVL for girls soccer.
Yep.
And Westwood could have easily come in here and said, okay, let's take an easy game. We know this is going to be the result, so let's just rest up and prepare for the playoffs and get some good practice. But instead, they've come out here and said, you know what? It doesn't matter. Any game's any game, and it's any given day, and that's the mentality you need to have with any sport.
Yes, and you know what? It starts, I know a lot of the parents here in town. I live here in town. I grew up here in town. You could play them in pickleball. You could play them in tennis. You could play them in ping pong. They want to win. They want to win by, they want to skunk you. They want to win 11-0. So it's in their DNA of wanting to compete, wanting to win, and to hate losing too. It's certainly in these girls, and they're terrific competitors. Watching them all year, they are a physical team. They are a team that loves each other. It's a family, and they play for each other. They're motivated to win, and they have a deep run playoffs in their aspirations. They're not satisfied with just going to the playoffs, winning that first game. They want to go out, make a deep run, win a state championship, You know, you can't win the TVL now. It's already been won by Hopkinton, but that next goal is to win some big playoff games, win a state championship, bring it back to 200 Manhattan Street.
There are no meaningless games in the TVL. You are always playing for something,
Yep.
whether it just to be 1-0. You know, we talk, a lot of professional athletes talk about every game. They just want to go 1-0. They just want to go 1-0 each game, each week. And in TVL, it's the same mentality, and Westwood brings that mentality. And right now, they're looking to go 1-0. I think that key is going to come off of opportunities. I think those corner kicks are going to be crucial here in the second half. And just having the offense set up for plays. One thing I've noticed about Hopkinton and their offense is they don't force any passes. And they take their time, they wait for the play to develop, and if it's not there, they'll kick it back and wait for it to develop. And that's something that I think has helped them get a lot of great opportunities here in the first half.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've seen a lot of, they're so talented, Hopkinton. I mean, right off the bat, Recupero, what an amazing talent. Some of the moves she's had, some of the different connections that she's had with her battery mate, Zuganatos, unbelievable. They do these one-touch passes, these like, you know, Recupero's going right, then she sends it left with her momentum going the other way, which forces open space for Zuganatos, and vice versa. You know, and they're doing this in traffic. It's what a player. You know, amazing talent. But I think, you know, when it comes to those players, Westwood, they're certainly not intimidated by it.
No.
You know, they know they're a good team. They have good players. Watching Erin Gannon, you know, what a first half she had. Some great looks. None bigger than the one right in front of the net. She had to force Scaff to make a big save on that. It was the Unger pass from the outside, or no, Bannister pass from the outside. Just a terrific look and scoring opportunity for the Wolverines, and I'm sure we'll see, you know, more of those here in the second half.
Absolutely. And it can't be understated the value that Westwood defense has brought, especially being led by Captain Harper Morrison. The defense has stepped up in a big way, and that's why we're at a 1-1 score here entering the second half.
I can't say enough good things about Harper Morrison. I think when it comes to defense, they kind of get underlooked when it comes to accolades. You know, offense is going to get, a lot of these, league recognition, team recognition, and Harper gets her, obviously the team recognition. But this is, in my opinion, the best defensive player in the state, no question. Her athleticism, her compete. Her kick, she's got an unbelievable kick. We've seen her assist on a goal, kicking it from the 20, and it goes all the way down to the 20, ends up on Gannon's foot for Gannon's first goal of her career, first goal of the season. What a remarkable player, and certainly one of the most decorated players to come through Westwood Soccer's program, and probably, in my opinion, the best player to ever play defense in Westwood High School girls soccer history. So Westwood back on the field. You know, they're fired up. They're on early. Having a few words before the start here in the second half. And now Hopkinton's going to trot their way on the field.
Morgan, I asked it last game, and I'll ask you now, especially with the situation a little different in facing the TVL champions. What are you as a coach telling to your players in a 1-1 tie entering the second half?
I would just remind them, don't overthink it. You're a great team. Girls, you are talented. One of the best, one of the most talented teams in the league. You might be thinking, you're playing, the 1980 Russians. They're no different than us. They put their shoes on the same way we do, all right? You play your best game. You play like you did in the first half. We get one of those opportunities in the net, take the lead. We can go out and win this game, absolutely. But they are a good team, and letting them know that, you know what, you're playing a great game, keep it up. That's all I would say. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. I think Westwood didn't do the positive is they don't look like they're overthinking out there. They're just playing and reacting, and that's how you want to play your best soccer is you're just reacting. You trust your instincts, you trust your system, and you're just reacting to what you see in front of you.
And that's visible just by seeing, they let up the goal first to Hopkinton, 1-0. They could have let it get them down, but instead, almost immediately, you're seeing them pressuring downfield and working towards it, and that ends up resulting in a goal in a 1-1 tie. And we're now back in the same situation we were at the start of this game.
Absolutely. One thing this Westwood team is they're not scared. They can go down a goal, they could go down two. They're going to compete till the very end, and they're going to give everything they have till the last whistle. Have a goal kick for Westwood. Bertone setting up. Looks like she's going to take it. She's going to kick it up the far side, deflected by Hiller player. Westwood had a foot on it, goes out of bounds, going to be a Hiller throw. Lake with the header, able to defend the throw. Hopkinton going to try the other side. Recupero going to chip it near side. Ball works off the foot of the Hopkinton player there, and Bertone able to get her hands on it. That was Ted Stone, 17, and Westwood going the other way. Defended by Recupero. Unbelievable. Plays defense as well. You know, a lot of times you see these high-scoring offensive players, they say, hey, you guys take care of it, send it up to me. Not her. She's playing both sides of the field, and look at this, just the moves she's able to make. A physical play there, but Westwood able to jump on top of it. Looking to get the breakout. Bannister is going to send it into open space and out of bounds right around the 50. An exceptional player, Recupero is. Zuganatos makes a nice move. She's got some space, looking to send it up, well defended by Kalawa. Kalawa's kick ends up on Gannon's foot. Gannon's going to send it a little further up the sideline, out of bounds at the 50. Well-positioned player, Kalawa, Hannah Kalawa. Kalawa doing it on both sides of the field, offense and defense. Hopkinton gonna work it across field, looking to get their breakout going. On the foot of 18 for the Hillers. McMahon, well defended by Westwood. Westwood looking to chip it up. Ends up was on Hanson's foot for a second and worked off and forces Hopkinton to kick it out of bounds. Lake's gonna throw. Looking for Hanson there. Kicked out of bounds again by the Hillers. Westwood's going to have the ball a little bit further or deeper into Hopkinton territory. Lake again with the throw. Looking for Kaiser, goes off her head, and then kicked out of bounds again. Kulkarni kicking that one out of bounds. Lake going to take the throw again. Looking for Gannon. Gannon was able to get a head on it. Shot by Kaiser. Wolverines looking to kick. They score! Wolverines getting the second goal. Go up 2-1. Big goal. Lindsay Bannister on the doorstep to put the Wolverines up 2-1. Wow! Lindsay Bannister with a huge goal. Forget who kicked it from the outside, but she was right there on the doorstep for the rebound and buried it. Well-deserved goal. Bannister's been outstanding all night. Had some great crosses to Gannon. And to bury that one, she's going to remember that one for a long time, folks.
And what a way for her to keep going, too. The goalkeeper got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Is that reflection save right there, keeping the play through, going through 100%, not giving up, and that's why Westwood's now leading 2-1 with 35 minutes left here in the second half.
Westwood playing inspired soccer right now. Offside call on the field by the near side official.
And Morgan, I don't think they've stopped cheering since that goal.
No, they are fired up. When we talked with the captains, we not only talked about big games, but we talked about moments. Moments like that. Those are the moments that bring chills. Could be 10, 15 years from now, and you're still going to get chills after a big goal versus the top team in the state. Wolverines looking to get back at it. Hanson battling down the far sideline. doing a good job protecting the ball. She kicks it, goes off a Hiller player, going to be a corner for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines, who got one goal off of the first goal was off a corner, looking to take advantage of this opportunity. Looks like Hansen's going to take it. Nope, it's going to be Lake. So Hansen's going to get into the box area. Wolverines looking to get a good look here.
It is all gas, no brakes right now for Westwood.
They are all in right now. Lake's going to kick it. It's working its way into the box. Bannister looking to play it in the box. She hits the turf. No call. Kalawa. Initial kick was deflected. Bannister's got it. She's in the box. Looking to play it and hits the ground again and no whistle. So Hopkinton allowed to be physical in that defensive zone, but Westwood getting the ball back and looking to do it again. Morrison. Looking for Holliston, looking for Recupero. Recupero sending it near side. He's going to kick it and it's going to go out of bounds. 17, that was Ted Stone. So, I mean, what a set play that was for Hopkinton, where it was a no-look pass. She knew Ted Stone was going to be streaking down that near side, and how do you know, they have so many different plays. You know, even when you have your positioning, they look the other way, send it to a player you weren't even looking for. But the Wolverines there to play solid defense, and they've been doing so all game. Gannon. But Shea jumps on it. Shea is looking for Gannon. Back on Gannon's foot. Gannon taking some physicality and no whistle. We do get a whistle. So a whistle on the field. Westwood's going to have a kick just outside the 35. Should see Morrison on the kick. She's got a boot. Keep an eye on this, folks. Morrison can certainly get it to the net. Hopkinton looking to set up the buddy system. And a good kick by Morrison going towards the net. Deflected out of bounds by Hopkinton. So going to be a corner for Westwood. Lake is running across the field. She's going to take the corner. So they're going to have the corner here on the near side. As the clock continues to tick. 31 minutes, 32 seconds left here in the game. It's a good kick by Lake. Oh, and again, the second time hit the crossbar. The height is perfect, absolutely perfect.
At some point from Lake here, we're going to see a corner kick directly in the goal. I have a feeling.
She's got it right at the net front every time. I was going to say, Izzy Hansen's been a tremendous corner kicker when we see. And wondering, you know, I haven't seen Lake do it, but now I see why she's been doing it. She's got a great kick, well positioned, and it gives her teammates an opportunity to go up and get it. Hopkinton looking to go the other way. Well played there. Kalawa, the captain. Great defense. Been so effective all night. She does it again, gets in front of that attempt. Mason. And Bannister. Just layered defense by the Wolverines. And then back on Kalawa's foot. Hopkinton going to try the other side, and that ball gets away out of bounds. Going to be Westwood ball on the 50. Throw-in's going to come from Lake. Folks, if you have friends, family at home that you know aren't watching, definitely send them the link. Plenty of game left here and a very exciting TVL large matchup. Hopkinton going to work at the far sideline. Chased down by Ferreira. Ferreira's just going to kick it out of bounds. So Hopkinton will have the throw right around the 15-yard line. Well defended by Westwood. Hopkinton looking to work it in. Shea able to get a foot on it, and that's a nice play. Able to keep it outside. Now they're going to try outside on the baseline. It's going to be kicked, deflected out of bounds on Westwood. They're going to have a throw deep in Westwood territory, inside the 5. Out of bounds again. Hopkinton going to pick the throw again. Substitutions coming on the field. We see 2 players coming on for the Hillers. Wolverines doing a good job keeping that ball outside. Nothing getting inside that first line. They'll do this all game. Let that ball go out of bounds for another 30 minutes. They'll gladly do it. Hopkinton looking to create some space. Set it cross field. Nice move there by the Hiller player, but defended there. And a block by Shea. Ball ends up by the 50. 24 on it for the Hillers. Alex Clark. She's looking to work it up. She finds a player and ball gets loose on Westwood's foot. Westwood able to advance that ball deep into Hopkinton territory. Going to force Scaff to play it out. The Wolverines looking to make it difficult on the Hiller breakout. They've been doing it all night. They've been getting a lot of turnovers, right around the 50. Ferreira jumps in the play. He's going to send it downfield. Small plays, but it takes time off the clock, and also you're going to have to force a breakout. Westwood is their strength right now is jumping on top of these breakouts, getting turnovers to go the other way. Scaff going to send it near side. Clark looking for a Hiller teammate. She's going to send it down the near sideline. Chased down by a couple Wolverine players. Ferreira looking to take away the angle. And that ball's kicked, deflected off a Westwood player. Going to be a corner for the Hillers.
And, you mentioned talking about running off time and letting 30 seconds tick off here, 30 seconds tick off there. And, for some people they might think, well, we have 26 minutes left here. Why are we doing clock management now? But this is so crucial to the game to have, to always be playing clock management against a team this good.
Well defended by the Wolverines on the corner. Working it outside. Kaiser, she's going to advance it. Big time, Evan, too. It's also going to frustrate the other team. If you can keep this death by paper cuts with just the frustrations of every opportunity you get, Westwood kicks it out. It's going to frustrate them, and it's going to force them to not play their game. And, when you see a team that's not playing their game, it just creates more holes for Westwood to pop another one, or Westwood to continue to play downhill, which is how you want to close a game out. That's what the playoffs are, is if you can get a lead, you got to win that game, you got to close a game out. Hillers looking up the middle. Mason on that one. They're looking back up the middle again. Mason able to get a foot on it, deflects in the middle, and Kalawa going to send it up to Hansen. Back on Hopkinton's foot. Hopkinton going to look far side. Lake jumps in front of it. Wolverines are frustrating the Hillers' offensive players. Just not much room to work with. There's a physical play there. I'm going to give it's going to be a foul on the Wolverines and a free kick for Hopkinton. Looks like it's going to be spotted right around the 26, 27-yard line. Clark is going to have the kick. So good look here for the Hillers. She's going straight for the net, and that's a high one. It's going to be wide, so that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Wolverines. So inside 25 minutes left here in the game. Take a goal kick. Looks like Morrison's going to take it. And it's a good kick. It's going to make it to the 45 on the fly. And the Hillers with possession. Recupero working down the sideline. Nicely played by Ferreira. Great defensive play by the captain for the Wolverines. able to get the turnover and then send the ball the other way. A foul here on Kaiser. It's going to be Hiller ball on the 30. Well, ref is going to say she had her hands on the Hiller player as she was looking to play it. So they're going to call a foul there. Hiller's going to look to create a centering attempt here on the free kick. It's going to be kicked by Zuganatos. It's a good-looking kick, headed by Wolverine defender. Now they're going to work near side. Recupero. And that's going to go out of bounds. So a goal kick for the Wolverines. Great job by the defense there. It was a tandem for the Wolverines. Looked like it was Mason and Bannister.
And what a great job by the Wolverines on that free kick there, too. That was a perfect kick. It could not have been placed better.
Absolutely. So coming on the field for the Wolverines, number 5. I don't think I have her in my lineup. Let me check Coach Lukash's. So that's Molly Crummett. Molly Crummett on the field for the Wolverines. She's going to give Bannister a breather. Wolverines on the far side. They're going to kick that out of bounds and reset. Now the Hillers are going to make a substitution. Crummett, a junior for the Wolverines. Wolverines doing a good job keeping it outside, really frustrating the Hillers' attack. Zuganatos. Defended nicely by Crummett. Crummett with the turnover. The ball back on the Hillers' foot. Again. They're going to set it near side. Trying to get a shot, deflected by the Wolverines. Olivia Mason all over that one. She's going to kick it out of bounds, and great wherewithal there to have another second of patience to kick it out of bounds and not pass the goal line out of bounds for a corner. So she avoided the corner by just protecting it and waiting an extra second to kick it out of bounds. Smart heads-up play. Clark. Back to Clark. Clark going to look to send it to the net. One hopper, and Bertone goes out and gets it. So Westwood doing a good job. They're really forcing all types of shots now from the outside, where a very capable saves for Bertone. A good kick by Bertone. It's going to cross the 50. Kicked by Unger. Morrison jumps on that one. Hopkinton's going to try the far side. Lake, little bicycle play to kick the ball back towards the Westwood offensive area, and Westwood's going to send it down the field, chased by Unger. They're going to send it to Scaff. Scaff's going to boot it out of trouble. Ball goes off of Kallawa's head. And Hopkinton now with a good look. They're going to look on the near side. Looking to close that window down, and blocked shot by Olivia Mason. One of the biggest defensive plays of the game right there, able to get in front of that shot. She's been terrific on defense all game on the outside, closing windows, blocking shots, smart plays, kicking it out of bounds, and not forcing corners on the prior play. It's going to be a corner attempt for the Hillers. Ball gets through the box, deflected out by Westwood. Gannon keeping the player to the outside. Ball goes out of bounds, Westwood ball. So good defense by Gannon. Wolverine's going to look to get their breakout going. Nice throw. Going to kick it near side. Hopkinton looking to work it back to then move it forward, and they do. Westwood so aggressive right now on defense, making it difficult for the Hillers players to get in a groove, which they're so used to. And forcing things like that, just forcing balls that are going out of bounds, allowing the clock to continue to tick. We are inside 20 minutes, 19 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the game. Gonna be a goal kick. Looks like Morrison set up to take it. She had a good one the last time, got it to right around the 45 in the air. She could certainly get it past the 50. Kaiser with the head. She's gonna head it again. Crummett looking to get it inside the 50. Then Kaiser is gonna advance it. Goes out of bounds right around the 35. Substitution coming on for the Hillers. Looks like number 9 is gonna get a breather. And number 4 is coming on. So 9, Marion O'Connor coming off. Allison Green coming on. Kaiser stuffing out that attempt. Going to make a nice move. Send it up the middle of the field to Ferreira, who's going to work it up into space. That was a great play. Get the ball out of dangerous area at the midfield. The Wolverines able to advance it down. Picked up by Scaff. Going to force Scaff to either kick it or work the breakout for the Hillers. She's going to kick it. Ends up on the far side. Lake with the head. Lake again. Hiller's going to try and send it into space, and comes out is Bertone. So Bertone dialed in on those attempts, coming out to get it. And good job, too. She knows where the box ends, so where she can get her hands on it and where she has to play it with her foot. Gonna kick it towards Crummett. It looked like contact between both heads. Tough kid on the Hillers. Going to take a few minutes with the injury here, or a few seconds, excuse me. But it looked like there might have been contact with the nose, a tough area. She's all right. She's asking for the ball, so shout out. Tough kid, Ashley McMahon. What a competitor. She just took contact to the head and took a few seconds and then asked for the ball to get right back in.
You pulled her hand out like there was blood on her hand.
Zuganatos. That was Ferreira on the defense. Ferreira with a terrific night on defense. Playing inspired soccer right now. Everyone on the Wolverines are. Unger with it on the far sideline. Wolverines got it in space. Gannon's got it. She's going to look to center it. Oh, she was looking for a player. Crummett was there, but a couple Hiller defenders in front of that.
What an impact Crummett's had, too, almost immediately coming into the game. We haven't called her name all game. She makes a substitution.
Wolverines looking to get another look there. Ball gets to Scaff. Sorry, Evan.
All good. Having an immediate impact, though, here for the Wolverines.
Big time. You could see the fresh legs off the bench. So obviously a very capable player, but the fresh legs to compete at the midfield, it makes a world difference. But also, as you look at the 50-yard line, we've got a couple Wolverine players coming back on who've got a respite themselves. So getting rest is so crucial for the late stages in the game. Bertone's going to come out and get it. She's going to pick it up. So 16 minutes left here in the game. Wolverines up 2-1 on the Hopkinton Hillers. Bertone going to kick it. Crosses the 50. Kaiser going to advance it. It's going to force the Hillers to defend it. And the Wolverines looking to get possession in a crucial area. Gannon looking to shoot. Shot! Score! Aaron Gannon on the spot. Got a left foot on it. Finds the left low corner of the net for the goal. Crucial goal for the Wolverines.
Well, Morgan, as informed by our camera operator, Maeve, there is a reason they call her Gannon the Cannon.
Gannon the Cannon. I hear she's a hockey player. Love to see it. The Gannon, Aaron the Cannon, Gannon. What a play for the freshman. Having an amazing season for the freshman. Evan, are you not entertained? it was interesting. The Hiller players were kind of just caught off guard, making some adjustments. They're getting punched in the face. You're not used to getting, being down. So Gannon gets the ball, and she's able to create this space just to get a good enough shot on it. She picked that corner. The Wolverines been picking the corners on the goals.
And Westwood's right now, they're controlling their own opportunities here, and that's crucial for them right now at this point in the game. Gannon creates that opportunity there. You might have looked at that, and she's about 25 yards out. That's not a clear shot, but for anyone.
No.
So they're not only are they making the most of their opportunities, they're creating their own opportunities here.
Good things happen when you put the ball on net, folks. Inside 15 minutes left here in the game. Wolverines looking to continue to play solid defense. Close this game out versus one of the best teams in the state and undeniably one of the best teams in the TVL in quite a while. Hiller's looking to work it across the field. Mason on it. Mason jumping up on that one. Really making it difficult on the outside. She has been absolutely terrific. We've typically seen her on the wing. She'll play some offense, really in the midfield. They got her playing D tonight, and she has been absolutely outstanding. All of the D have. Ferreira. Morrison. Unbelievable. Shot on net, and Bertone going to go out and get that one.
And Morgan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Charlie Donahue who said a 2-goal lead is always the most dangerous lead because you can get complacent very easily.
Yes.
But it's very clear right now the Westwood girls soccer team does not feel that complacency.
Yes.
And they are keeping the foot on the pedal entering the 13th minute here at Flay High Field.
That is a terrific memory, Evan. The quote was initially said by Mike Welby, but Charlie did the Michael Scott on the Wayne Gretzky quote and kind of adopted it himself without giving Mike Welby credit. But the Wolverines are fired up, the sideline on their feet. They have been loud all night supporting on their teammates, their family. Throw in. Ricochets off Westwood player. Hopkinton looking to go the other way. And Olivia Mason on the spot again. She has been suffocating on defense. Best game by far I've seen Olivia Mason. Making her sisters proud. Both sisters, Molly and Ella, came through the program. Ella, one of the captains for the Wolverines a couple years ago. Wolverines just absolute pep in their step.
And Morgan, we could not have been given a better last live game for this fall season here.
Shout out Evan, the Westwood Media Center team. These live games have been remarkable. We have done every single fall sport except cross country, which we're looking to still be on the ground for and to cover one of their matches. We did do golf. We didn't do it live, but every sport that is at Flay Hive we have done, and it has been nothing short of remarkable. Amazing memories, amazing games, and something that so fortunate to be able to do. Hansen was looking to take that possession, go towards the net. Ball out of bounds, going to be a corner for the Wolverines. So another good look here. 11 minutes, 15 seconds. Wolverines going to have a corner, and Lake's going to take it from the outside. Kick on the outside. Hansen looking to get a head on it. Ferreira gets a foot on it, and it's going to go out of bounds to the left of the net. So we're getting closer to 10 minutes left.
We almost saw a second Ferreira goal this week. First one coming from brother Trevor.
Yes. Trevor the Trigger Ferreira with a crucial goal versus Norwood the other night to get the game winner and the only goal of the game. Kalawa jumps up. Just inspired soccer tonight from the captains and the defense. The Hiller's going to look up the far side. And we're going to get offside call, I believe. Yes, offside on the Hillers. So Westwood's going to get the kick on that spot, which looks like it's going to be near the 10. Oh, it's going to continue to advance. So it was a late whistle, it looked like, on the offside call. The ball is going to be right around the 25. As the clock continues to tick. Inside 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the game. Great kick there from Morrison, headed by the Wolverines, looking to send Hansen, but the ball's going to go out of bounds, going to be a goal kick.
And Morgan, every minute that goes by feels like another half right now.
It does. Especially more so now with the 2-goal lead. The 1-goal lead, you know, we've seen how talented this Hopkinton offense is. You know, they can get a goal pretty quickly. They can certainly get 2 goals pretty quickly, but Wolverine defense like there, Mason, again, all night, just stuffing any attempt. The Hillers looking to get to the next level. Hillers looking to work it downfield. Mason gets a foot on it. Ball goes in open space, working towards the sideline. Kept in by the Hillers. Kicked out of bounds by Morrison. Morrison on the spot with a crucial possession. Somehow the ball back on the field stayed in.
Great defensive play by Morrison. That was in dangerous territory for Westwood. She manages to get that out, not even for a corner, but for a throw-in.
Clark looking for the center, blocked by Kaiser. Hansen chips it to herself. Halston going to try the middle of the field. Recupero makes the first player miss, tries the second. She makes another move, looking to get a foot on it. Well defended by Westwood. Morrison on that one. My goodness. On the best player in the state. Hillers looking to work it deeper into Wolverine territory. Recupero, so talented. She made the first player miss, made the second player miss, and then she had working to make an angle to get a shot on net. Just an amazing talent, amazing competitor. I've heard Tom Nappy say her name a lot of times, and it is every bit warranted. Hillers looking inside, headed by Westwood. Ball in the box, and Bertone gets her hands on it.
What a crucial save by Bertone.
Big time. That was a great look. It was a good kick by the Hillers, able to get that in the box, and Bertone gonna take a few extra seconds before she kicks it. And that's a good kick. Crosses the 50, gonna work it deeper into Hiller territory. The Hillers looking to cross the 50. Wolverines all over it again. They're looking to send that one. Hansen was working her way downfield. Defended nicely by the Hiller D. Mason, it's a foot on that one. And then Ferreira with the second level of defense. Chipped up by Kaiser. Chased down by Hansen. And going to be a goal kick. So out of bounds on the Wolverines. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left here in the game. Loud as ever on the field. Players cheering their teammates on. From start to finish, that Wolverine sideline's been tremendous. Mason, again. She's going to chip it up into space. Hiller's looking to center it, or send it up, and well defended Morrison. And then kicked out of bounds. You got a whistle on the field. It looks like we're going to have a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back.
There's a magic associated with high school sports that's hard to quantify. Legends are born.
And they put it in the back of the net.
Memories are made. And smiles come across our faces.
He's gonna get it in for 6.
These are the moments we talk about forever. They become part of our history. They define us. At Arch Orthodontics, we know how important it is to engage with our community, how critical it is to empower these defining moments. And in a sense, we define our community too. We build confidence. We make the smiles that light up the field, the rink, the gym, and the court. And we do it with a dedication to excellence, just like our athletes who inspire us every time they put on a Westwood uniform.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Cadillac of Norwood, where luxury meets performance, and Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Arch Orthodontics, and thank you, Cadillac of Norwood. Coming out of the timeout, we have 5 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the game. Wolverines up 3-1. Hopkinton Hillers looking to cut the lead and to tie it in the next 5 minutes. Westwood defense has been remarkable all night, keeping everything outside. It's going to be a Westwood ball. Mason going to take the throw. Finds Hansen. Bannister going to battle for it. They're looking to send it inside. Well defended by Ferreira. Forcing Hopkinton to regroup. Hopkinton going to send it to Clark. Clark looking to center it. Going to find a player. But well defended Kaiser.
Morgan, it should be worth noting right now we have entered stoppage time with 5 minutes left, so it will be on the ref's whistle.
The last 5 minutes of the game. Wolverines looking to close out one of the most potential historic wins in program history. I've been following Westwood girls soccer for a while. I've had nieces that have played. I can't remember the last time Westwood has beaten the Division I Hopkinton. Apologies. Just an absolute feeder program that has been so talented. They continue to send girls to the next level year over year, play college, and they have just been the 800-pound gorilla in the TVL. Morrison, start to finish, been competing all night, kicks that out of bounds. Going to be a Hiller throw. Send it back to Clark. Clark's got a boot, working it inside, had some English on that ball, and the ball ended up working its way kind of backwards. Ball on the far sideline, kicked, deflected off of Hansen, or Lake. It's going to be a corner. So corner for the Hillers. They're going to just jump right in and pass it. They're going to send a couple of the defenders up. And we got a whistle on the field. It was, I think Gannon grabbed the arm of the Hiller player, and they're going to have the ball outside, right around the 15-yard line for a free kick. Wolverines setting up their defense, looking to attach themselves to a one-on-one matchup. Gannon gets a foot on that one, able to send that outside. Great play by the freshman. Hiller's looking to chip it back in. Well played there. Olivia Shea able to get a foot on that one, keep it outside. Right back at it is the Hillers. We're going to try the center of the field again, looking inside. Lake keeps it out. Gannon chasing it down, able to get the ball towards the 50, and now she's going to kick it past the 50, out of bounds. Going to be a Hopkinton throw. Westwood gonna just advance it as far as they can. Expect to see that anytime, any chance they can advance it and just throw it into open space. Let that clock continue to tick. Sideline still on their feet, cheering their teammates on. Hiller's gonna look to send it towards the box. Westwood able to keep it outside. Send it up to Hansen. Hansen's gonna send it down. Gonna let at least 10, 15 seconds off the clock as Scaff chases that down. Gonna force her to break it out. Kaiser. Mason. Up to Kaiser. Kaiser, great job settling, and she's going to chip that into open space. Another 10 seconds. Just smart plays. I'll send it up to Clark. Clark going to look to advance it and get into Westwood territory. She's got the space while the Wolverines are looking to play more in the crew. Looked like that was off a hand, and we do get a whistle. So off the hand of a Hiller player. Going to be a Westwood ball right around the 35 as the clock is continuing to tick. Not on the scoreboard, but on the ref's watch. Morrison gonna take the kick. It's a good one. It's gonna work its way out of bounds. A goal kick for the Hillers. Scaff is looking to rush to get that ball in the air and into Westwood territory.
A great strategy by Harper Morrison there. Just kick it as far as you can. Let the clock continue to run.
Yes.
You have a 2-goal lead with less than 5 minutes to go.
Yes. And that's it, folks, here at Flay High Field. The Wolverines have slayed the TVL Dragon and the Hopkinton Hillers, giving them their first loss of the season and Westwood's first win in quite some time. I don't know the last time they beat the Hopkinton Hillers, but a remarkable win for the Wolverines and a memorable game. Evan, I am so happy it happened on a live coverage to be done here in front of, you know, the fans here at Flay High, but all the viewers at home. We were checking in. We had a ton checking in throughout the game, and what a memorable, remarkable game for your Westwood girls soccer, getting one of the biggest wins in program history, and that I can remember for a long time, and something that head coach Seth Lukash will remember, I'm sure, for the rest of his life. Huge win.
We could not have asked for a better game here, and it's all led by the great defense, led by Harper Morrison and Hannah Kalawa, and goalkeeper Bertone.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. But folks, thank you so much for tuning into this one. This was a lot of fun. Westwood, best game I've seen in all season by far. Getting a huge win, and no better timing to get a win like this with the playoffs right on the doorstep. So thank you, folks, for joining us. Big win here, 3-1 Wolverines over the undefeated, now defeated Hopkinton Hillers, and we will see you all on the next one.